Hey there, it's Wayfair here, where delivery and setup are as easy as a few taps on your phone. You're relaxing in an old hammock, scrolling Wayfair's app, when you spot it, a brand new patio set. Next thing you know, Wayfair delivers it right to your patio and sets it up. Oh, you need a new grill too? All right, Wayfair's got you covered. With Wayfair's Room of Choice delivery and fast expert setup on qualifying orders, life gets a little easier. Visit wayfair.com or the Wayfair app.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Welcome to the Black Tax. There's an African proverb that says, calm waters do not shout. Many of us in this year decided we wanted a change. We wanted something different. We wanted to change the routine, the drama, the headaches, all the things that we think keep us away from achieving the goals we want to achieve. I am guilty of it as well. And though I beat myself up, and though I think I don't do enough, when I start laying things out and putting things up so I visually can see them every day, it tells me I've done a lot and there's still room for improvement. But the one thing you have to do in order to get to that space is you have to clean house. As we approach the spring in any Black household, spring cleaning is top to bottom, baseboards, under the carpet, behind paintings, dusting everywhere possible so that bringing in the spring becomes a cleansing experience. But we don't do the same for our souls, for our mind, for our bodies. We hold on to relationships that we know are no good for us. We maintain positions in jobs because it pays the bills without even wanting to put ourselves out there to see if we can find something that makes us more money. We constantly want more and more and more and more for the only purpose and the only reason is to show everyone that's in our circle or our circle of influence that we have what they don't have. But I want you to think about what healing actually is. What do you see it as? How does it reflect on what you want to achieve, and can you achieve it? When I was going through my process of healing after the death of my mother, I took a step back. Now, I have already lost both my dads, my stepmom, a brother, numerous of friends, numerous of cousins, aunts, uncles, you name it, I've lost it. And I always take my emotions and shove them down into this little tiny box that I have somewhere between my pinky toe and the sole of my foot. And I made a promise to myself that I was going to take time to unpack it all. That I was going to bubble snot cry if necessary, if I had to roll around on the ground, if necessary, if I had to turn off the lights and sit in the dark with a bottle of gin and a straw and just cry. I was willing to do that. Because the burden of carrying death for so long begins to weigh on you. But in doing that, I also had to cleanse the souls that don't pour into me. The people who see me as an obstacle because they believe I have too much. They think life is easy. They think because I snap my fingers, all of a sudden, what I want, I get. And at first, it seems way, 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 way overwhelming. And then it gets stale. And it walks at a snail's pace. You're trying to get to the end of the race, closer to the rainbow. You think that by moving fast, with all the distractions yelling at you, that you can find what you're looking for, peacefulness. But this is a journey. This ain't a jog around the block. This is you having to sit and be still and quiet and allow your inner voice to tell you what is wrong. For you to allow the wonder of your God to speak to you in such a way that only you hear it, only you feel it. As I go through this process of Ramadan, it is always a spiritual uplift. It is always a moment where I get to purge and cleanse and touch myself in ways mentally, emotionally, and sometimes physically. But it affords me the moment of peacefulness. It affords me the moment to get through the boring process, understanding that by doing that, I take steps forward to the light, forward to my future, forward to moments and spaces that I no longer have to contend with or be with. Peacefulness doesn't come easy. You have to fight for it. You got to stand up against it. You got to work your magic through it. But in the end, the peacefulness that you are seeking is pleasurable. It's weightless. It's light as air and floats like a feather. But to get to that point, it's boring. It doesn't have excitement. It's like white paint. You can put it on the wall and be like, oh, it's a white wall. And what we want are swirls of color and movement and things that inspire us. But inspiration comes to the peaceful who has taken the journey through the boring to arrive at a place that gives them hope, that helps them respond to their desires, their needs, and their goals. There are times I sit when I have moments to myself and look back over my life. And then I look back at the mistakes that I've made, the lessons that I've learned, how I got to where I'm at today. And one of the things I can tell you above and beyond anything was taking 3 steps back and 2 to the right. Losing friends, losing family. If you can't respect boundaries, then you lost me. If I have to explain boundaries to you, have a great day. I'm used to being the bad guy. Because once you realize what you need to be peaceful, you're going to find that it is a lot of people who shouldn't be in your life. And during that phase that you are getting rid of people, or you're shedding the individuals who don't feed you, who don't pour back into you, the excitement that you had will seem dull and boring. But what it actually is, it's a new foundation for you to stand on. So you never have to go back from whence you came. You get to build and brand and love the person that you are. I don't care if you're a man. I don't care if you're a woman. I don't care if you're a child. We all want to be peaceful. We all want to feel safe. So I want you to think about what you believe peacefulness is. And then I want you to think about all the people and things in your life that don't bring you peace. That's your starting point. Now, I'm not saying you got to kick everybody to the curb all at once, but here's where you take your time. You see if there's growth there. You see if there's a possibility. You allow your intuition to be your guide. And I'm sure what you're going to find is that most of the people and things you clutter your life with are not the things that lead you to peace. It drags you back to chaos. So take a moment. Think about it. When you're laying in bed before you fall asleep, think about what you want peacefulness to look like, what it feels like. Then close your eyes and go to sleep. Because what you put into the universe before you fall asleep is the thing that begins to change who you are when the sun comes up. Stay woke. We out.